So I reached my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and as promised, I'm going to give away the ChefWave air fryer oven to one lucky subscriber. There are going to be specific rules to be able to enter into the raffle, and I'll have all that information near the end of the video. For now, I'm going to do a 6-month review of this air fryer. Okay, so I first purchased this air fryer, I think sometime back in November of 2018. I've had it for about 6 months now. I cooked a wide variety of things in it. And I'm just going to give my feedback, my personal experience on how this air fryer works. These air fryers are made in China, and probably most of the air fryers on the market, I wouldn't be surprised if they're all made by one or two manufacturers. There's so many similarities between all the air fryers, it's kind of hard not to notice it. So this particular model you can find on Alibaba, and I think there's a lot of resellers around the world that gave it a different brand and reselling it. So ChefWave is one, GoWise has the same model. There's a model called like Todd English, and there's another one, the name escapes me, but there's several of these exact same air fryers with different names or different brands. Okay. So first, I'm going to start off with the menu buttons. These are preset items that you can select, and it will have a pre-configured temperature and timer setting for it. I rarely use these just because I find that they're off by a wide margin, and majority of them are very similar between 430 degrees, 390, and 360 degrees. So if you want anything between that, you're going to have to set it anyways. So when I do decide to use the menu, one of the issues with this is it's kind of hard to see unless you have very good lighting, and if you have too much light, it makes it even difficult. There's a glare on it. This is a close-up of the front panel, the menu items, and as you can see, it's a little difficult to see it. There is one thing on how to get this started. It took me about 10 minutes to figure this out, and I had to go back to the book. So it's completely powered off right now, and now I turned it on. So now I can select what temperature settings I want. Then to actually start it, you have to push the power button again, and then it starts. You can push the off button, it'll turn it off. It'll run for like 15 seconds. I think it's the fan stays on so it can cool the heating element. Or if you hit it one more time, it'll just go ahead and shut it off. About the last 4 times I used this, I didn't clean it, and I did that intentionally because I knew I was going to make this video. I wanted to show you what it actually takes to clean this air fryer. I'm going to go ahead and open this, and notice that there's no light. There is a light in the back, but it only comes on when you turn the air fryer on. And if you open the door, the light will automatically shut off. So if you notice, the outside walls are very greasy. So I'm just going to use a sponge, see how easy it comes off, and this has been soaked with some soapy water. Bottom comes off so much easier compared to the top. I'm sure a lot more scrubbing would be able to get it off, but it's not perfect. But I didn't clean this up. I'm going to take off the door to get into there. Take the door off. Very easy to get the door off. But yeah, look how dirty that is in there. I found the best way to clean the door is to take off that black lining. It's held by 4 screws. Then you can clean each part individually. After you take off the screws, you need to pry the top part open. It's held by 2 little clips, and I broke one of mine doing this. This outside glass is just plastic, and then you can see how dirty it is inside the door. For the most part, this was fairly easy to clean, but I had to get a toothpick to clean inside the lines. I'm going to keep this outside plastic off just because when I make my videos, it adds like a double glare, so it's hard to see the food actually cooking. I took the bottom sleeve off just to see what I could see on the inside. And as you can see, majority of the air fryer is made of plastic. And then if you look at the rotisserie assembly, looks very similar to the power air fryer oven. There's a little motor on the top, and then there's a belt that drives a little pulley that drives the rotisserie assembly. This air fryer comes with two trays, one standard tray and one, I guess, fry tray basket. Not really sure what you call it. The trays are just resting on this like pressed in metal indentation. So one thing you got to be careful for, because there's nothing on the top that's holding the tray in, when you're pulling the tray out and there's weight on it, once it reaches like that halfway point, it just automatically like tips over very quickly. So I'm going to cover some of the accessories. So the first thing to note is with the ChefWave air fryer, it only comes with two of these thumb screws, and every piece of this requires a thumb screw. So you're going to have to take these off and put it onto something like this if you wanted to switch parts. So this is the skewer of the ChefWave air fryer, and you would think these are just fine, and they work for the most part. But when you have to, because there's very little leverage, when you're pushing this on your thumb, it's actually a little painful trying to push that in with your thumb. You can see the imprints already leaving on my thumb. Now, when you compare it with the power air fryer oven skewer, notice how much longer it is. So there's so much more leverage to this like spring tension, and it's just easier. It takes very little effort, whereas this one, I gotta push hard and this piece is pushing into my thumb. So let's take a look at the basket, the fry basket. So this was from the power air fryer oven, and my biggest issue with this is trying to open this while it's hot and dumping everything out is just, it's a little more difficult than it should be. And my suggestion was, in my review video of this, was it would be nice if they opened it, you know, made it open this way. And it turns out the ChefWave air fryer does just that. It opens from the inside, so it's so much easier to get anything out of here and put anything in here. It's just overall better design. This also has like a little lip in here, so as this thing rotates, it kind of like catches things and let it tumble a little better. Much better design. When I first purchased this air fryer, I was taking temperatures inside and out, and I noticed the temperatures in the back were a lot hotter than the temperatures in the front, about 20 to 30 degree difference. So as you can see in this video clip, when I first purchased the air fryer, the back was about 212 and the front was about 175 to 180. Then you'll see the temperature go up as I point the laser closer to the back. The hotspot in this air fryer is about right here. It's about a quarter of the way from the back and a quarter away from the left side. And it gets cooler at a diagonal to this point. So it's hottest here and it gets cooler as it goes this way. That's just what I've been noticing with this air fryer. One day I was experimenting and I was trying to make rice in the air fryer. So I put it in this pan with water and put the rice in there. And I noticed the swirl. The swirl center is where the hot spot is on the air fryer. So this might be a good method to identify where the hot spot is in your air fryer. So what you really want to know is, how does this thing cook? Well, I can tell you it does cook really good. It is a mini convection oven, so it's going to cook things that you can cook in your regular oven just better and faster. It's not going to replace your deep fryer though. I made a wide number of things, and you can watch a lot of my previous videos. I've also made things that I didn't make videos of, and I'll show a short clip of it here soon. So I made these chashu pork chops. I made pork tenderloin kebabs, barbecue chicken wings, these super crunchy like Korean style chicken wings, lumpia, bacon wrapped chicken breast with air fried eggplants, lamb shawarma, ribs, both pork and beef ribs, cheesecake, Boston cream donuts, pancakes, egg and sausage, meatloaf, stuffed mushrooms, rotisserie tri-tip steak, and mojito chicken thighs. So I'm just your average person trying to make some good dishes, and this air fryer allows me to do just that. Now I have had a couple failures. In this case, I tried to make a blooming onion. On the right is the deep fried, on the left is the air fried. And this blooming onion was a victim of a couple of things. So first, the hot spot got to it. The back of the blooming onion was overcooked while the front was undercooked. And overall, just breaded things don't cook very well. I think that's air fryers in general, not this air fryer specifically. So I just tend to stay away from them. So overall, I give this air fryer 4 out of 5 stars. And it's mainly due to that hot spot. Because of that hot spot, you can get an uneven cooked dish. So on to the giveaway. I'm going to give away the same exact air fryer that you see in my videos. It is a white ChefWave 12-quart air fryer. This air fryer currently retails for $199 on Amazon, but sometimes you can find it go down to about $160. This is the first time I've done a giveaway, and this is not a sponsored product. This giveaway is really a special thanks to all the subscribers of my channel. And here are the rules. You must be a subscriber and place a comment below on what air fryer you'd like me to try next. You must be a US resident, and if you win, you must be able to provide me a mailing address within the 48 contiguous states. In 1 week, on June 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I will go to commentpicker.com and have it randomly select a winner. I'll place a video up for the winner and announce it on my Instagram site. Check the description below for a link to my Instagram site. You have until midnight on June 4, 2019 to send me a US mailing address to my email account. To find my email account, go to my channel and click on the About link, then click View Email Address. If I don't receive an address, I'll pick another winner and continue this process. So once again, thanks to all my subscribers. This is really because of you. And hopefully in the future, I'll be able to have another giveaway.